And now here is my seed bead collection and how I organize. So I typically get my seed beads in a tube like this from Micers, or a little like cube cylinder from Walmart. This one is cheaper, but this one is normally better for certain projects depending on what you're going to do, and I'll explain that a little bit more in a minute. And then sometimes I would get them in like little baggies from eBay or something if I'm buying a different type of seed beads, a different measurement that I don't have, or like trin beads, Delica. So this is how I organize my seed beads. They're in this smaller container, and they each have separate little flaps to them. I do prefer this one for my seed beads, but it is different than my pony bead one. Although it is smaller, it is more difficult to travel with because these flaps don't take much to open them. If they're just sitting on a shelf or in a drawer, it's not going to be a big deal. But if you put them in a backpack or something, something might make it pop up and throw everything down. I have had them pop up a few times before. So here is these seed beads I got from a box. It wasn't really a box, it was more like a package from Micers. And these are like the Walmart beads where they're not cut all to the same length. They're all the same size. The size goes by the hole, but they're not all cut to the same length. So if you're doing a project that involves like certain stitches, like if you're making charms rather than just stringing on beads for a bracelet, or even some bracelets like my flower chain bracelets, will have this issue where if they're not all cut the same length, it's not going to come out right, because a lot of patterns you have to have a certain amount of size and a certain amount of beads per whatever, per row or per point or per link, depending on what the project is. But they are good to have in handy for just plain stringing or anything that doesn't matter. Now all of these are ones that I got from Micers in the little tubes. They are all cut to almost perfection. Also eBay I've had a problem with, and like Amazon, anything online I've had a problem with them cut all to the even size, except for my Super Duo beads or trin beads. Those I haven't had a problem with from this one seller yet. So I have that. And I have two of these because even though they do hold a lot, there are a lot of compartments. There's 3 in this row, and then one big one, and then another 3, and then the same thing on that side. I do have a lot of colors, so I do have multiple compartments. I also have some of my trin beads in a container that's similar to the ones in the pony beads, and also I also have them in the same containers as my strung beads, which is gonna be coming in the next video. That will still be today, just because I haven't had a chance to buy another one of these yet, and I'm out of space. But yeah, these bigger compartments are good to hold like kneaders or threaders. And then I have these are one size of trin beads that I have in here. They're actually Super Duo. There's a slight difference between Super Duo and trin. But yes, that is how I organize my seed beads. Like I said, I would recommend this unless you travel with them a lot. In that case, I do prefer them because they are smaller. So like this is about one tube from Micers, whereas the thing from Walmart normally takes 2. So they are pretty good size if you get their tube of beads from Micros or Joann's, but again, if you're traveling a lot, I wouldn't trust these for coming up. But they are still about $2 something in Micros, and again, Micros has amazing coupons. And Joann's, and I've heard Hobby Lobby and even Walmart has organizers too, but they are a bit different. So I'm just telling you my experience with these. Okay, so my pony bead collection and how I organize video is already up, and then later today my perler bead and strun bead ones will be up. Okay, so I hope you like it and you'll check out the other videos.